morning. Hi, everyone. Good morning. It's a Thursday morning when we are shooting this show, when we're shooting our shot. But I don't know what day it is when you're watching this, but I hope whatever day it is, it's a good one for you. Hi, everybody. It feels very, like a very grumpy day here. It's rainy and thundering and lightning and, but it also feels like napping weather. So I don't know where you're watching from right now, but I do have a question for you. And here's the question that I'm going to ask you. What is your favorite rainy day food? And by the way, don't tell me that that's not even a thing. Yes, it is, because I went to Pinterest the other day and I typed in rainy day recipes and a million came up. So obviously people also eat on cold and blustery and rainy days, just like I do. So what is yours? What is one of your favorite like rainy day comfort food meals? That's what I want to know. Give it to us in the comments. Tell us in the comments, mainly because I would like some suggestions for the next time it rains here. So let's see. Good morning from sunny New York. Well, it's not always sunny in New York, so could you tell me what your favorite rainy day meal is? Beans and rice.
Beans and rice.
Beans and rice.
Chicken and dumplings.
Chicken and dumplings. Oh, that's what I was making yesterday. But beans and rice, it sounds like something like from Oliver Twist. It doesn't sound good to me. Like, it's like, may I have some more, ma'am? It's like, do you do anything to them, or is it just like prison food?
No, like beans.
It just sounds like prison food.
No, think like Cajun beans and rice.
That's not what she said,
That's what
though.
I think of. It's like Cajun beans and rice.
Ice cream while watching a movie curled up under a blanket, more chips and chicken and dumplings, soup or chili, baked potato soup, apple crisp.
I would say chili would be one of mine for sure.
Chili for sure.
Although that may be a little more cold than rainy, but.
I love that somebody said on snow days they have to have cinnamon rolls. That's a good one. That's a really good one. We got lots of chili. I'm noticing that our chili is from our Texas people. Taco soup, homemade chili, pot roast with carrots and potatoes. Agreed.
Similar to that, I was going to say the other one that came to mind was stew.
Yep.
Like a good stew.
A good hearty beef stew.
Yeah.
Well, that's the kind of day it is, and we've already been out in it.
Yeah, we've got car troubles. We've had car troubles for a while. So a couple of weeks ago,
big car troubles.
A couple of weeks ago, driving back from the airport, as we were driving the speed limit, we weren't driving crazy or anything. There was
and it was like midnight.
And it was midnight, so it was dark. But there was a big piece of wood in the road. Looked kind of like a what do you call?
It looked like a drawer from a dresser to me. But I just saw it that quick.
Yeah, it looked more like a post, like a post. So, I mean, not a 2x4, but like a big post. We were too close. I was not going to swerve because I knew that was not safe. And so I just tried to center it as best I could, but it was too long. And so it hit one of the tires. And we ended up getting the alignment done, and that helped, but it's still riding pretty rough. So we had to get the wheel looked at. For our journey this weekend. Make
this story more exciting, because right now it is just factually based, like a lot of David's stories.
That's what I am. I'm a man.
Okay,
I'm factually based.
Yeah, you're just going to need to kick it up a notch if you could. Anyway, what has happened is that it's caused us to have only David's truck. Oh, but wait. Rocco took that out in the back 40, got it stuck in the pasture the other day. That's okay. We've still got Remy's Jeep. Oh, but wait. Remy has decided to move in with my parents, so she's living with them for the week. That's a joke, by the way, for anybody who's like, what? Remy's run away from home? No. My parents treat her like a queen when she goes over there, and she just needed some space this week. We weren't fighting at all. In fact, I actually offered it. I said, why don't you go and stay with Noni and Poppy for a couple of days? She was like, yes. So she's gone over there, and she's got a little apartment over there, and she really likes that. And she's just stayed 3 nights, but she's had her car. So that means we've had my mother-in-law's car. Well, thank goodness she don't keep the roads hot, because we've had her car off and on. Well, today, for whatever reason, David's decided we're not going to use hers anymore. So we had to get up, Both of us get dressed, go up to the school in one car, pick up Remy's car, drop Rocco off. It's a whole thing. But I even made that story a little more exciting.
You did. I mean, a lot of times automobile, problems aren't exciting. I mean, so.
But I believe that if you have a talk show, you can make anything exciting just for a hair's breadth of time.
Did you ever hear Phil Donahue or Oprah or I'm trying to think of some other talk show people. Did you ever hear them talk about their car troubles? I'm just wondering.
Actually, yes. David, Oprah shared her life, which is what I'm trying to do. Okay? But she didn't have something weighing her down.
That's why she kept Stedman at arm's distance, so he wouldn't know.
Exactly. This is exactly what it would be like if Stedman was on the show with her. Okay? Anyway, we went to go pick up our car yesterday. Don't worry, we picked it up from the place that we were getting it fixed, only to drop it off this morning at a second place because the first place couldn't get it totally fixed. So this is our life right now. When it rains, it pours. So we picked it up, and David drove it on home, and I had another car, so I went to my mom's to check in on my parents. Now, here's the deal. My parents are going to Canada for a couple of days. They're having a little getaway to Canada, and they're taking my Aunt Melba with them, and all three of them are staying in the same room. There's going to be so many stories when they get back. There are going to be so many stories.
Are they leaving today, tomorrow?
They're leaving tomorrow. So I go over there, and my Aunt Melba is there, and my mom and my dad, they're there, and they're discussing the trip. What is there to discuss? They're not on it yet. But apparently a lot of things are needing to be discussed. Okay, like what are you wearing? What are you taking? What am I going to do? This is the truth. What are we going to do if my knee gives out? These are the kind of things they're discussing.
Was that your mom? Because Melba's knee's new.
No, she still got the bad one. She got one new one, one bad one. Okay, so I walk in and they're like this. So, but we wanted you to come over and let's just discuss this trip. And I'm hearing all this going on, and I hear one of them saying, what are we going to do if my knee gives out? Well, what are we going to do if I wake up and my bones won't let me move? I'm just stiff all over. So this is what they're discussing. It's enlightening. But I walk in and immediately, this is what they see me walk in and they turn around and my mother goes, Melissa, I am so glad you're here. You've got to talk to us about the FEMA alert.
FEMA alert.
And I said, what? You've got to talk to us about the FEMA alert, Melissa. We're scared. So yesterday, all of our phones went off. Y'all know this? All of our phones went off at the same time, all across the world.
All devices, like phones, tablets, televisions, like...
Was it a FEMA alert? Is she right? She called it a FEMA alert.
I think that, federal emergency something. Yeah, I think that's correct.
Okay.
It's what they use if there is, a storm. It's what they use for like Amber Alerts. It's what they've used since we were kids on television where it go beep. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing. It's just newer technology.
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is only a test. Beep. Okay. So, I got to tell y'all this. You're going to love it. So, I walk in and they're like, Melissa, tell us about the FEMA alert. We're just talking about it. And I said, I can honestly tell y'all, I don't have a clue. So, okay. So, we're getting comments right now. People said, I turned mine off. It's in case we have an alien attack, okay? So, apparently, I did not know this. I'm not savvy on things like this. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, and I'm not savvy on things like this. Apparently, there was talk that you should cut your phones off because what if they're trying to transplant some devices to your phones, and so that they'll be able to track you?
Because if you were going to implant something on someone's phone, the best way to do it is make their phone make a loud, noticeable noise for 5 to 10 seconds.
Well,
instead of doing it silently.
My Aunt Melba says, I didn't get mine off in time. Y'all, I wasn't sure about the time, but I didn't get my computer turned off, and I didn't get my phones turned off. So now they're going to know everything about me. And my mother says, well, if they want to track how many times you go to the dollar store, I guess that's their business, Melba. Okay, then my dad is like, I'm going to tell y'all this. I was getting in my car yesterday morning at 9 a.m. and mine went off. Mine went off hours before everybody else's.
I don't think it did.
That's exactly what he said. I was getting in my car at 9 and mine went off. Explain that to me. Mine went off hours before everybody else.
Did you just pick on him and go, you're always ahead of the curve, Daddy. You're always.
I was like, Dad, you are special VIP. There's so much that they want to know. But y'all, they really, truly think that they should have had everything cut off, and the fact that they didn't have anything cut off. I said, y'all, let me tell y'all something. My girlfriends from Tennessee, they actually texted me yesterday and told me I needed to turn all mine off too. Okay? And their reasoning was, okay, get this. The reasoning was because later on down the road, like in a year, they're going to trick us by sending these alerts to go off all across the United States. And while everybody is looking down at their phone, something big is going to happen and we're going to need to have missed it. That's what one of my girlfriends told me. Like an alien attack, we're going to need to have missed it. Missed them coming in, missed them landing in New Mexico, okay? Or they're gonna clone a president and they're going to switch him out real quick while we're all looking down at our phones. That's the kind of sense it makes to me. So I'm telling this to my mother. And I'm telling it with the same absurdity that I'm telling it to y'all right now. I'm telling this to my mom and my dad and Melba. And when I look up and I go, and then they're just going to clone the presidents and they're going to switch them real quick while we're looking down at our phones. When I look up, all three of my family members are going exactly like this. You think the government can do something so quick, Melissa? I said, y'all, it's not that big of a deal. You're going to be fine, okay? My girlfriends told me to turn mine off, and I went to the bathroom and used the bathroom and forgot. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. Did y'all turn y'all's off?
There's a couple of people, a couple of people did, but some forgot, some,
I was trying to, but my phone didn't turn off, and I didn't think anything was going to happen. Will we miss the rapture if we're looking at our phones? Thank you for asking that question, Andrea Scale Swinson. It's the same one my Aunt Melba asked. What if they're trying to get us to miss the rapture? My dad goes, I don't think that's how that works. She's like, what if what if the rapture's going to happen? It's going to happen so quick, but they want it to divert us. And look, and my dad's like, well, first of all,
I don't think that's all.
If you can't hear that trumpet blow, to which my mother said, you definitely can't hear that trumpet blow, Gene. So I'm over at my parents'.
Gene, it's blowing, it's time to go.
I'm over at my parents' house.
It's blowing, it's time to go.
I'm over at their house last night, and I'll just end this little charade with this story right here. You haven't gotten to hear this story. It's just going to be new to you, and I know you're going to be tantalized by it. I sit down and they say, Melissa, we have a story to tell you. We're so glad you're here. We just told Melba. Melba's like, Melissa, it's so good. You got to sit down and listen to it. It's a great story. So I sit down and here's the story. My dad calls my mom last night and says, what do you want for dinner? My mom says, I don't care. Remy's here. Make sure whatever you pick up that she likes. He says, I'm going to run to Arby's and pick us up some dinner. Arby's is about 30 minutes away, but when the man gets a hankering, the man gets a hankering. So he's going to run to Arby's and he's going to pick up their dinner, okay? On the way there, my mom calls him and says, hey, I love the little cinnamon breadsticks. I want some of those for dessert, and they have them at CC's Pizza. I'm going to call it in on your way home. Would you stop at CC's Pizza and pick up these breadsticks? My dad says yes. He comes back. My dad, by the way, my dad don't like to do stuff like that. My dad don't like to do anything extra, okay? If he's got to pick up milk, that's fine, but don't call him at the grocery store and also tell him to pick up ice. He ain't going to do it, okay? Even though he's there. So she sells him CC's Pizza, okay? So he calls her about 30 minutes later. And she says, hello, and he says, I am so mad at you. And she said, why? And he said, because I am stuck in this line and I can't get out of it. And I'm looking on the menu and they don't even have cinnamon breadsticks. So why in the world would I be here? It's not even on the menu. Now I'm stuck between cars and I got to wait till I get up to the drive-thru window. And she says, well, I don't know where you're at, but CC's Pizza don't have a drive-thru window. And he said, where? And she says, CC's. And he says, I'm at Caesar's Pizza. And she said, Little Caesar's? And he said, yes. And she says, get this, I didn't say Little Caesar's. I said CC's. And CC's don't sound like little. And he said, I've never called it Little Caesar's. I call it Caesar's. Okay.
Which Little Caesars is significantly out of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. So
CC's is just a diversion, but.
So he finally gets up to the drive-thru and says, I'm sorry, I'm at the wrong spot. Okay? He leaves, goes to the next place, calls my mother and says, Annette, what am I supposed to do? They're closed. They're closed. They got a closed sign in the door. All the lights are turned off. There's not even a car here. And she says, Jean, I placed the order. I know they're open till 10 o'clock. No, they're not. This one is not open until 10 o'clock. Look, I'm going to turn my phone around and show you. He's at Domino's.
No, you were lying.
God is my witness. He's sitting at Domino's Pizza. He turns the phone around. She goes, turn the phone back around. So he turns around on his face. He goes, what? She goes, you're at Domino's, idiot. He had to pass CC's from Domino's to get home. And he passed it up. He was so mad he would not pull in there and get it. He literally had to pass it on the right-hand side of the street in order to get to his house. Passed it, looked at it, decided, I'm not even going to stop. I've already made all these extra stops. Okay? That is what I walked into last night. That and what's the game plan in case my knee gives out? And I stayed for 3 hours because I'm telling you why. You can't find that kind of entertainment. You can't find it. It's not on television. It was for one season USA Network, but it's not on television. It's not in books. You can't find that kind of entertainment. Okay?
That's good.
And then they...
Yeah, when we left picking up the car, Melissa said, would you like me to pick you up a coffee? Because I hadn't been feeling great. She thought that might help me. And I went, no, it'll probably be watered down by the time you get home. Don't worry about it. She goes, no, it won't be that bad. I'll stick it in the fridge and I'll be right there. And 3.5 hours later.
The biggest question that we're getting from our constituents here is, why was Domino's closed? I don't know. Welcome to Lufkin, where things are like, it's looking kind of dark outside. What do y'all say we just call it a night?
This.
I mean, I kid you not. I kid you. Why was Domino's closed? I don't know. Did somebody call in with a cold? I don't have any idea why Domino's was closed. But they did ask me about my book that I'm writing, and I was telling them that, we're in the process now of selling the book and about to get it published and everything. And they literally said, Melissa, you don't have enough stories for that book because you haven't sat us down and asked us about certain stories that we have yet to even tell you that have happened in this family. They started labeling out stories. That's why I was there 3 hours. It's just unreal. It's unreal to me.
It's unreal that their knee hasn't given
It's unreal to me that my mother was standing in Big Lots and her pants just fell down around her ankles the other night. They just fell down. They just fell right down and she had to bend down and pull them up. Now that doesn't happen to everybody, but it happens to us. So anyway, enough of that. What's today?
Today is Thursday Things. So if you've been with us for a while, you already know about Thursday Things. If you're new, every Thursday we love to bring you things that we are loving and can't live without. And so Melissa has 2 incredible items today she is going to share with you.
Well, the first item is I really can't. Y'all may say, oh, Melissa, are you working for Coach? I wish. No, but I did want to tell y'all about this sale that they're having that I cannot get over. And So many people are sending me their order form. They're sliding into my DMs on Instagram and sending me their orders, letting me know that they have ordered this Coach wristlet. Listen to me. If you have stockings to fill for Christmas, you are out of your gourd if you do not take advantage of this. Pardon me. If you have gifts to get for the employees in your office or for the school teacher that your kids go to, you're crazy if you don't take advantage of this. This is a Coach wallet with the leather band that you can put on your wrist in case you're going into a restaurant. You don't want to take the whole big purse. You just want to grab out the wristlet. It's a Coach wristlet, and it is 70% off. Normally, it is $88, but it is on sale right now for $26. Is it 26 or 29? 26. It is unreal. I actually have ordered several of them, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew about this. David has got the link today, is putting up the link, but also here's a picture.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
What? I got them. Thank you.
Okay, they're not hearing you, but now they are.
Okay, I got them, Vicki Collins. I got them, girl. Thank you. So here is a picture of what I'm talking about. Two completely different styles. I actually went with the solid. So I got Remy, the off-white. I got me a khaki, and I got a black one to give as a gift for someone else. But look at this beautiful purple. I am noticing that they are going down big time in colors. They had an orange, they had a pink. Those are now gone. But they still have some off-white, which are beautiful. They have some black, they have some khaki. I can't remember what else. And then this purple is gorgeous. But then they also have the other style with the C all over it. But I'm telling you right now, this is an incredible gift to give someone that is a stocking stuffer, or it's the girl you work with, it's the cubicle next to you, or your teacher's your kid's preschool teacher. I just wanted y'all to know about them. So this to me is a Thursday thing. Anytime I see a deal this good, I want to make sure that y'all know about it. The link has been provided is it in the comments?
In the description.
In the description, the link is provided. Click there, that'll take you right to them. So wanted to make sure that y'all knew about that. Does anybody have those? I see some people go, I have a couple of those. I have one in black and I use it all the time. I got one for my daughter for Christmas. Stockings, heck, make them think you paid full price and make it a gift. Absolutely. Well, now, Stephanie Summers says they are the small ones, though. Okay, so Stephanie, I personally don't want like a super large one, but what was funny to me is that so like if you look at the pictures of them, like here it is opened, here it is from the side, here it is from the back. The last picture is a girl putting her phone in it. She's fitting her phone in it. There's no possible way mine would fit in there because I've got a Max. But anyway, I don't need to put my phone in there. I don't need something super huge. I just need it for some cash and a couple cards. You know what I mean? So I like that. Like I don't want to carry like a big old rectangle.
That is a good deal. And it's that time of the year. We need to start making our list. We got to start checking it twice. Kind of finding out who's naughty and nice. Sorry.
He's going to use that a lot this season. But $88, they're not going to know you got it on sale.
Yeah.
They're going to think you got almost a $100 gift. So I agree with Tanya Irwin on that one. Also gave as gifts to my girls a couple of years ago. Alicia Martin says, I already made my order. I made it last night. I think it's a great deal. Speaking of great deals, here is my second one. When Lange sent this deal to me, I was like, that is stupid good. That is a stupid good deal. One of the things that Lange is seeing that is very successful right now is selling things in bundles. So buy this bundle. I want to show you what you're going to get in one bundle. Okay, don't show them just yet. Okay. I'm going to talk them through it. The first thing that you're going to get is the Salt and Sea Spray. One of my very favorite things to give your hair some texture, give it a little bit of grip, a little bit of the beach blown look. You're going to get the Salt and Sea Spray. You are going to get the alligator clips, which are just handy to have in your bathroom at all times. You are going to get the Thermal Magique, which is the heat and humidity spritzer that you spray all over your hair before you ever use a heat shield, heat product on it. It's just a heat shield and it's going to help in the humidity. I don't have it to show you because when Remy went over to my parents' house, it's the one thing that she always takes with her. And the other thing that you're going to get is this. Let me tell you why this is such an incredible bundle. Because if you get this for somebody, you are getting them a 2-in-1 tool. This is a flat iron and a twister, okay? So my hair is in twist this morning. I've used this, but my bangs are straight because I use this. You are literally getting them a 2-in-1. All of this together, this is at least $100. I think it's $108. All of this together, along with the other thing. Thermal Magique, $89
Whoa.
for the entire bundle. That is a crazy good price. You can actually show them the picture of what they will be getting. So that's kind of a silly, crazy deal that they have going on right now. And so the picture is coming up of exactly what you'll get. So here comes the picture of what you're going to get. You are going to get the alligator clips. You are going to get the Thermal Magique, which is a heat and humidity tamer prep spray. You are going to get the Salt and Sea spray, and you're going to get the Duo. Duo meaning two, as in it does two different things. It straightens your hair, okay? Or you can get the flat iron kind of twisties with it. So that's what I've done to my hair today. I've used the Duo on it. And we're gonna come back and I'm gonna show you. So I've just taken this, right? And this is not on right now, okay? But you're getting these twists, you're spraying it with the sea salt spray, kind of running your fingers through it like that. And that is what you're getting. You're getting that with this, and for $89, it's absolutely ridiculous.
That's actually nice too when you travel, because I know sometimes when you travel, you put in like 3 or 4
Exactly.
pieces of equipment.
I took this to Colombia, so I took this and the blow dryer, the La Volume, which I absolutely love the La Volume. But so you're getting these twisties, right? And this is not the steamy iron. Inside, it looks just like a flat iron. It's got the titanium, and the reason that they do that is because it, number one, is going to seal in your hair and give you some shine, but it's also titanium is for really hard to curl. So it looks like a flat iron inside, but because of these rounded edges, it makes turning it so much more easy than actually curling your hair with a flat iron. So all of that for $89. $89. That is a stupid good deal. Another great gift to give somebody. I'm sorry, but I'm not above giving a teacher or a girlfriend, somebody that I know and love. I'm not above giving them like a hair tool. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, who does that? Who gives a hair tool as a Christmas gift? Like, that's always something you buy yourself, but do you really want to buy it yourself? No. That's an excellent gift to give someone, an excellent gift. So just wanted to show you all those two things. Those are really just the two things. I'm using this a whole lot right now. It's the reason why, like, when I woke up yesterday, I was thinking about Thursday things, and I was like, what is something that's a constant in my everyday life? And right now, the Duo is. I'm using it every single day. Thought I might as well share it with y'all.
Very nice, very nice. Hey, don't forget, tomorrow is Pop Culture Friday. We will be here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Time live. Of course, you can catch it on replay anytime on YouTube.
Alicia, the link for that is in the description. It's in the description.
Yeah, so we will be here tomorrow. Feel free to email Melissa at melissaradke.com. Any books you're reading, podcasts, movies, television shows, we want to hear what you guys are watching and enjoying as well, too. Mm-hmm. And like every day, we want to finish with the most powerful, the most impacting, heartfelt golden moment.
Love y'all. See you tomorrow.
See you guys.
And no, I ain't spending no 89 on a teacher. The more I focus on the good, the more good comes to me. You've heard that said a million times, where your eyes go, your life flows. But it's actually so true. I actually heard someone say the other day, you can't ever really be rich until you're happy. And the reason was because he was saying, you know, wealth won't make you happy. You have to be innately happy with your life. You want to look for the good. You want to be positive. You want to radiate joy. What are you giving off today? Because that's the kind of life you're going to end up having. See you tomorrow.